Welcome back, America. I'm Hugh Hewitt in Studio West, about to head back to the Beltway this weekend. Before I go, I want to talk to Ambassador Robert O'Brien, Donald Trump's last national security advisor, now chairman of American Global Strategies. Mr. Ambassador, welcome back. You wrote a piece in the Financial Times yesterday about America's maritime strategy. Then you wrote one at Fox News today about the deal that Donald Trump needs to do with Venezuela. I think we should cover them both. You decide which order you want to go in.
Sure. Is that a USC tie you're wearing there, Hugh?
Yep. It's my Cleveland Browns tie. It's the draft today.
Well, hopefully the Browns will pick up some good players.
Yeah.
So first with Venezuela, I mean, the Venezuela piece is really a hard realpolitik piece. I'm sure you took away. We need two things from Venezuela. We need them to take back their illegal immigrants, especially the trendy gang members and killers. And obviously, we're having a little trouble trying to get the courts to allow them to go to El Salvador in the meantime. So we want Venezuela to take their criminals back. But two, we need the oil, and we need the Venezuelan oil. They've got 1 million barrels a day. That should be coming to the United States and going to our allies like India. It should not be going to China. It should not be going to Cuba. And I think Venezuela wants to do a deal on both fronts. Now, some people say you're dealing with Maduro, and maybe so, but getting the immigrants back, getting hostages home, and getting all the Venezuelan oil and keeping it out of Chinese and Russian hands is worth it. And it doesn't mean we can't stop and help the opposition and encourage democracy and be involved in Venezuela's civil society. But I think we've got to put America first, and America first means getting the oil for ourselves and keeping it out of Chinese hands.
Now, Mr. Ambassador, I was a little surprised to read that because of the alleged IRGC, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, involvement with Maduro. Is that overstated in the open sources?
No, look, I mean, the Iranians are there, the Russians are there, and the Chinese are there. And so we've got to get all three of them out, and that's got to be part of the deal, that the malign actors, the international bad guys, the Bond villains, Putin and the Ayatollah and Xi, are out of Venezuela. If he wants to do a deal with the United States and participate in the Western Hemisphere and have us buy his oil and not take advantage of them the way the Chinese do, then he's got to send the bad guys home.
Now, tell me how you would work a Venezuelan oil deal that cut off China. That would be to our advantage. What do they get out of the deal? Do they get a higher price, a shorter delivery cost? What's in it for Venezuela?
Absolutely. Much shorter delivery cost, much shorter supply chain for them. And it's a proven supply chain. We've been refining Venezuelan oil for 50 years now, 70 years. So it's a proven supply chain. They've got gas stations here. They want to be part of the Western Hemisphere. They want to be part of our economic bloc. Look, the Chinese are going to take huge advantage of them. They're going to make them sell the oil at a discount, a deep discount, a steep discount, and then pay all the travel costs to China. Whereas if they do a deal with us, they send it right up through the Gulf of America, and because refined in Texas and Louisiana and Alabama, and it's a real clean deal for them and good deal for us.
All right, now let me ask you about President Trump. You never held yourself out as a Trump whisperer. You always told me you made a point of listening to the president. So I try and listen to the president. I think he's been very clear with Iran. Some of our friends on the right are very concerned that he's going to do a JCPOA 2.0. I'm not in the least concerned about that. What do you think, Ambassador O'Brien?
I think the thing that people don't understand about Iran and Trump when they're talking about doing another JCPOA is, number one, he canceled the JCPOA. He said it was a terrible deal, and he canceled it. So that's number one. He's not going to do an Obama 2.0. Number two, the Iranians threatened to kill him and his family. And that's open source. It's been all over the internet. They've created videos showing them assassinating President Trump. He knows what bad guys these are, what malign actors they are, and he knows that they not only do they want to hurt America, they personally want to kill Donald Trump. So the letter that he sent to the Ayatollah was brilliant. I mean, it gave him 2 months to either disarm their nuclear program, and that's no more enrichment, and in the whole military focused nuclear program, and allowing unfettered inspections, trust but verify, Ronald Reagan's approach. And if they do that, then we can do a deal. But if they don't do that, he told them the other option is very unpleasant for you. And
now, I don't know Mr. Witkoff. I've never met him. a lot of people in the West Wing tell me he's super smart. And although he just picked up the Iran file, it doesn't take much to learn. You will open every door for inspection everywhere, including the military bases, and you'll dismantle the centrifuges. That's not hard to lay on the table. Do you think that's what he's doing?
I think it's exactly what he's doing. And like this guy negotiated real estate deals in New York. Okay, that's the only place tougher than negotiating in Iran and in Tehran or in Moscow is in Brooklyn for apartment deals. So Steve Witkoff knows what he's doing. He's a master negotiator. He's a very smart guy. I've spent time with him, talking to him about the various negotiations he's involved with, and I've been really impressed. I mean, he's obviously a newcomer to diplomacy, but negotiation is negotiation. And this guy could give a master class. He knows the art of the deal, and he knows Donald Trump's approach to these things.
Last question: the Maritime Executive Order. I think that's a product of work you got started when you were at the NSC, and some friends of ours are involved in that. How long does it take to implement maritime supremacy again?
Well, getting that's going to take a while. It'll take, at a minimum, the rest of the term, and probably longer. We need a J.D. Vance or a Marco Rubio administration afterwards. We need a GOP president after President Trump, for sure. But there's a lot President Trump can do. There are ships that can be ship life extended. There are yards that in America that have capacity that want to build ships. But part of what we have to do is we've got to create the demand, and we've got to send the demand signal to private industry. And not just buy these, one-off, one-time ships. We got to tell them we're going to buy 5 ships from you, so you can tool up, get the apprentices in there, teach young kids how to do HVAC and welding and all the things that go into shipbuilding. And if we give them a demand signal and tell them this is going to be a 20-year program, American shipyards are going to get up to speed. The shipyards are also working with our allies, especially in South Korea and Japan, especially the South Koreans have a great shipbuilding enterprise. The Italians are here in Mike Gallagher's old district up in Marinette, Wisconsin. So we're bringing foreign companies into America to build ships, and we could maybe outsource some of the building to foreign yards if they're going to complete them and assemble them here in America. So
good pieces both. Very good pieces both. Financial Times and Fox News. Robert C. O'Brien. Follow him on X at Robert C. O'Brien. Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. I'm coming right back. America, stay tuned to the Hugh Hewitt Show.